So this video is sponsored by Pionex, one of the exchanges I use all the time. It's one of the main crypto brokers to Binance, so the volume is very high. The main thing that sets them apart though is that you can use free trading bots, a variety all designed to benefit from different market behaviours, whether that's up, down or sideways. You'll get 20% off all your trading fees for life with my link in the description. And if you join the Telegram, a lot of us already use it, so if you've got questions we can try and help you out. Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at VRA and we'll have a think about what might possibly come next. Okay, so we're looking at this versus Bitcoin. This is the better one to look at. It gives this, so far so good, it's been pretty perfect in the way that this has been playing out. So the pitchfork has been relatively good at spotting support entries and resistance tops, and I expect this to continue until further notice. Now, there has been a lot of evidence, mounting to suggest that Binance are going to list VRA, which would usually, and I expect in this case also, create the Binance effect, similar to the Coinbase effect, probably almost these days, as aggressive as that. And what I mean by that is that it's like a buy the rumor, sell the news. So everybody goes crazy because, oh my God, VRA's on Binance. You've got to respect that is likely to be the case, but also you also have to think a little bit as well, which is that Binance is very high volume. Definitely, there will be a lot of trading going on that. People will just go right in the waves, will be going crazy on it. But a lot of the people, in my expectation, who own VRA already have it and probably won't be buying anymore. And if anything, if you're like me, you'd be looking to probably sell some on the Binance listing, so it's a bit of a counter trade, so you don't just sell it instantly. Oh, that's not what my plan would be. My plan would be to respect the way that the chart looks and to sell at particular areas of resistance, which would be within this pitchfork. So we had a very neat sell over here, just short of 12,000 sats. I know it's not 12,000, don't shoot me, but it does say 12,000 here, so I reference the number that I speak of and that I see. If we go to the daily, we can see that even on the daily there has been some relevant areas, especially for support as well. So coming down here to the bottom level, more or less getting rejected until we break out from here, and coming back down, we're still generally within the pitchfork. So it is a neat tool. And so if we think about how this would likely play out, we would be looking for I suppose an area within the pitchfork to make our next sell target. So if this did have a Binance effect, this is again the Bitcoin pairing, I'd be again targeting the 12,000 sats area. If that breaks, then yeah, we could be looking to 13,000, and maybe if we get all the way to the top, we'll be peaking around maybe 15,000 sats, right? All of these areas would be an opportunity for me to take profit, and again, you'd have to be very, very careful in how you play this, because you don't want to sell yourself short, and you also don't want to miss out. So I wouldn't be selling the whole lot. I've already taken profit on VRA twice, and this would be the third time. And again, I wouldn't be taking everything. I might take 50% on this one, because Binance effect will cause a big wick up, maybe go on for a day or two, and then it will break down and consolidate thereafter. And it's an opportunity for me, I suppose, to nab a bit more extra Bitcoin from VRA, using VRA. Another thing that is worth pointing out is we do have bearish divergence on the RSI here. I mean, it's only 2 stabs, and these things can go on indefinitely, and they might even break. So we'd be looking for a break out of this to show that it's okay. Momentum's gone back in, but again, if this isn't in the wake of a Binance effect style move, kind of renders the whole thing obsolete, really, because TA at that stage isn't as relevant as it would be normally. And you go, okay, well, we've got momentum back in, but also the momentum is also it's FOMO induced, so it's not really, it's not. I wouldn't really say that the bearish divergence is or isn't at that stage. I'd just say, right, okay, it's time to take some profit anyway. But we do have bearish divergence on it right now, but it's only 2 stabs at the moment. Normally you'd be looking for 3 or maybe even more, but it is significant that we can see, and it's worth recognizing that, and it's not something we should ignore. And so yeah, I'll be looking for this to move regardless of the Binance effect or not. We are above all major moving averages here on the daily. We're diverging from our golden cross, and on the weekly we just go back to the weekly, we still have our Ichimoku conversion baseline cross from over here. So this was the candle close and open. So this is where the signal was formed. 6,459 sats was the entry point for those who play this signal, and the exit point has not been given. So we'd look for this to touch price, or we'd look for the blue to cross the red, the conversion over the baseline, and we don't have that. So it's still in play. The uptrend is still in play. Based on this chart alone, with or without the expectation of Binance listing it, it does look like it wants to continue in this uptrend anyway. So it's still very bullish, I would say. But if we did get that listing, it would break, it would break the chart looking so good. It would be an opportunity for me to take some profit. So just to let you know, that would be my plan. But I'd only take 50% of what I have left, and let the rest ride, just let it ride. I'll be taking that profit into Bitcoin. This has been a great Bitcoin accumulator since I've got this. It's just been increasing the amount of Bitcoin that I put in it at the beginning by miles. And this is what I often use altcoins for. It's like a way just to increase the amount of Bitcoin that I own. I always say to people on the Patreon who are learning to trade and struggling, with their emotions, is to think about trading with Bitcoin. Think about Bitcoin as your balance. Don't think about your up one day or down one day when it comes to your dollar, euro, or pounds. Think about it almost like a computer game. You're stacking sats. Doesn't matter what Bitcoin's worth at the time. We can all relatively safely assume that Bitcoin will continue to go up, over a long period of time. And so there's nothing wrong with taking profit into Bitcoin and treating Bitcoin as your overall balance. It kind of distances yourself from actual profits and loss in the short term. Anyway, that's just a little tip from me. If you struggle with that kind of thing, if you struggle with being up one day or down one day, because remember your portfolio balance that you see in dollars, for instance. It's not real money until it's been taken. Profit isn't profit until it's solidified, liquidated, and put into your bank account. It's not anything. It goes up and down. People struggle with that. So anyway, I've diverged from my original point. Either way, VRA is bullish on daily, weekly, and would likely continue with or without this Binance listing. But if we did get the Binance listing, I'd be targeting areas within this pitchfork, preferably this area here, so bordering around 14,000 sats to begin with. And if we break out of the pitchfork and we go even crazier, I probably would take even more profit at those levels as well, because I would expect a crashing back down. But so long as we remain within the pitchfork, when the Binance listing is pumped and dumped, this chart will remain bullish and will stay bullish. If we start to break the structure, then that's a different story. Anyway, we're talking about speculation of something that's not yet happening, but it's worth having a plan for it if it were to happen, which it does look like it might. So I'll leave it with you there, but I hope you have a nice day. And if you want to join the Patreon, we're doing a live stream tonight. It's £7.50 a month. You get 2 live streams a week. So yeah, links are all in the description below. Hope you have a nice day anyway. Take it easy.